They're like fins poking up everywhere.
I've never seen anything like this.
Yes! What a fish! Dude! Oh! Look at that. Oh my God, look at that, look at that. Oh! Oh my God, did you see that?
Incredible. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Oh my God, I got my slam. Come on, man, let's get on
this.
this.
You don't have your slam, don't say that. You don't have any, you're not anywhere close
I'm
to your
emphasizing the
slam.
fact that go after him so he doesn't break me off. Oh my God, look at him go.
That is a shark. The biggest fish I've ever caught. This is a stud.
Oh, yes. Look at that guy. I thought you said you had
got him, relax.
Oh my God.
The Suffolk Saltwater Experience with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
Well, if we can't find him today, man, we got problems. It is beautiful. Slick, calm.
We're gonna find him. So how does it feel to finally get a slam after guiding so many people to slams and winning slam tournaments, but never having done it yourself? I mean,
it's freaking awesome, man.
Is that a relief or what?
I just never really
Never tried.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, never been in a situation to try. I mean, it's like, you know how it is. Rarely get to go fishing myself. That's a cool thing when you and I go. I mean, we're both fishing and having fun, and heck, with the bait and the trolling motor, it's not like we have to pull each other around. And,
Right.
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to finish it off. I mean, it was, you start off, we were trying to catch a tarpon, and we went around to these tarpon spots, and, by the tide book and by the weather, it looked like, slick, calm day. We thought we'd go crush it.
Exactly, I remember that. It was like tough. I mean, those things were really tough, and those are all places that I know as well as anywhere, and I was really surprised, but I can't say that I've never seen that happen before.
It was one of those situations where you say it was too nice, I
Right.
mean, we went down that shoreline, we saw that one school of tarpon, like, all right, well, let's trolling motor into them nice and quiet. 3 miles later.
Now where'd they go?
You think if we went outside and then kind of headed them off?
I tried that.
I wonder if we'd started on this end if they had been going that way the whole way.
Oh yeah, of course.
That same school kept pushing away.
Chase those poor
rolling
fish
and rolling
to
and,
Bangladesh.
and then we finally got our shot and they laughed at us. You're like, yeah, right. I'm not gonna eat that. And I was, kind of running out of options. You're like, hey, let's go over here and check out this floating permit spot. I'm like, I've tarpon fished over there. I've never seen any floating permit. What do you
Right.
mean? And you're like, no, man, check it out.
Yeah,
So there they are, Tom, sticking it way up.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, look at them flashing.
Go up this way.
I was absolutely amazed as what you showed me. I mean, you took me into what I would have thought that was a baby tarpon spot.
Right.
And
Well, it is.
well, I mean, you shut down and said they're going to be over there if we see that wake, and then all of a sudden it'll start to stick up like porcupines, and I'm just like, really?
You mean like that one?
Boy, look at them stick it up there, Tom. There must be 30 or 40 of them, huh?
Maybe more. I mean, some of them could be sitting, just a half an inch under the water, and we wouldn't see them. That could be a massive school, Rich. That could be 50 or more. I mean, God, look at that. They're like fins poking up everywhere.
I've never seen anything like this. This is insane. I mean, I've seen a stray floater here and there, but I've never seen a raft of them like that. That's incredible. I couldn't believe what I saw. I mean, I could not believe that there was literally 40, 50 permit just laying there.
Right.
I mean, totally motionless. And, like 3 feet of the crystal clear water, just up there. Amazing stuff. What I'll do at this situation is just stop and just drift. And, how far of a cast do we need to make to get to them? We're gonna need to make everything we can. Something like you dream about, I mean, I wouldn't think that, you just go over there and instantly shut down, and there they were.
Right.
I mean, oh my God. I mean, that was incredible.
That's the thing, man, about this kind of fishing and what we do is that you never see it all. I mean, I don't care how many years you've been guiding. I don't care. There's something out there that you haven't seen. You just can't get around that much. What a fish! Dude! Oh!
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. All the fun of the Florida Keys in one island resort. Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. By Mercury Marine. Lowrance, makers of HDS, high-definition systems. By Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Sperry Topsider, a passion for the sea. And by Loadmaster, Power Pole, Corrosion Block, Ocean LED, and Tough Line.
What size fish do you think these are, Tom?
Oh, there's some 35-pounders in there.
God, look at that one. He's got looks like a shark. He's so big.
Let me tell you something, man. I caught one of the biggest permit in my life right here in this situation on this flat.
That was incredible. I mean, out of all the permit, I catch, and I mean, I've been fishing with you numerous times in different areas for permit, both, all different flats and the Marquesas and wrecks, and I mean, you never told me about that.
And what I like to do is throw it as far as we can and just keep it high in the water and let that current wash it right in there.
Is that the push of them coming at us right now?
Possibly even putting a split shot on one of those crabs.
Should we go ahead and get ready and engage them? Well, what was incredible is we sat there and watched them. I mean, I would have probably charged in a lot faster, but you're like, you knew they weren't going anywhere. And you waited and waited and waited until we got that perfect downwind spot. And I mean, the whole time I'm like, come on, Tom, let's go. I mean, what do we do? I mean, should we coast? I mean, you do whatever you need to do, man. Just get me in range. I want to catch one. I'm like afraid of them.
I see, but
we just slowly approached, and I mean, the whole time watching them spike up and flapping, and I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't take it.
Okay, Rich, this is gonna be our opportunity here. This is the time when, I hope my clients are looking down and making sure that nothing's wrapped on their rod.
My heart's beating really fast.
Well, yeah.
I don't normally get excited, but this is like.
There's the lead fish right there. I can see him in the water.
I wanna go.
Watch out, put the tip down.
Just ate me.
Did you get
There he is.
There you go. You got him, man. You got him.
That's awesome, Tom.
What do you think? That's pretty cool or what?
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life,
Look at
dude.
this one right here.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I've dreamed about stuff like that, man. I didn't think we had that. I've seen some pictures of stuff like that in Mexico before, but.
We gotta chase
straight
him
line.
up
That's
here a
good.
little bit. Look where he mudded here on the bottom.
He's digging down there. He's trying to break me off.
You're not gonna let him do that, are you?
I'm doing everything I can, but if he gets on a coral head, it's over. He's big. Keep that rod as high as I can, keep him off that bottom. Yeah, just get right up on him if you would.
Okay.
I'm really worried. I see all these sea fans. I've lost so many permit like this, and I'd really like to land this one. He's big, and that was like the coolest snare I've ever seen in my life. All right, that was the first time I've...
Kind of going back to the left here. Well, that is a really big fish, Rich. I'm telling you. That is one like I'm talking about. That's a really big one. He's so thick in the head.
Well, I don't know how big he is, but he is strong, strong, strong.
Okay, I'm gonna grab him, but I'm gonna go ahead and lift the trolling motor up and get it out of your way. Here, watch yourself here. Lift up and move back.
He's so big, dude.
Oh, that stud. I could put my hand in his mouth, I bet.
He's so big, dude. I can't believe you had 50 of these things floating like that. Oh, here he is, Tom. Well, you're gonna grab him, and then he's done, and then you're gonna net him.
Yeah! What a fish! Dude! Oh! Again, I got a hernia!
Oh my God, that was awesome.
That is a fish, man! Yes! Look at that guy! Look at that guy!
That was the coolest fish I've ever
Look
caught.
at him!
Dude.
Okay, get that hook.
I can't believe you had a school of 50 of them floating like that. Now, how come we've been fishing together 10 years and you never showed me that spot before?
I didn't want you to catch one of these in the tournament we were fishing in.
Oh, man.
Look at him. Now, I'll tell you what. Look at his mouth. How big's his mouth? Did you almost put your fist in there?
If he opens his mouth, yeah.
Almost. There you go. 30 pounds right there. That guy's big.
Oh, man.
All right, let's let him go.
Dude, that is awesome. Look at how big his head is. God, it's so fat.
He's a stud.
That's what you call a fat head, isn't it?
He's a stud, man. Oh, man. Look at that fish.
That was cool. Thanks, man.
He is so ready to go and happy.
Oh, but wow, that's awesome.
Ready? Off he goes, man.
That is
Off
a big, bad boy.
Way to go, Rich. Good job. That is a great fish in a great situation. He looks just like a 200-pounder.
Except he's
minus
8.
200 pounds.
One of the most common questions I'm asked is about braided fishing line. People are scared of it, people want to know more information, people are interested in it. Braided line has been revolutionary. Over the years, I can't say that there's been one thing that's been more influential in our fishing. There is still a place for mono, and we use it a lot when it comes to an area where we want more stretch or we want more forgiveness. Trolling, certain applications, it's the way to go. But braided line comes in when we want to make long casts at spooky fish, especially redfish, bonefish, fish that will not let the boat get close enough to them to make the cast. That's where the braid is really revolutionary. It allows us to cast about twice as far as we could with regular monofilament. You can see the difference in the diameter. The braid is over twice as thin. That translates into longer casts with lighter baits, which will translate into catching more fish. Some of the first braids were not very good. They got a lot of tangles, handling problems, knots were an issue. But this performance braid fishes like mono. It ties like mono. The knots are easy to tie. It casts easy, doesn't get tangles. I mean, we can cast it all day long without getting one tangle. It's revolutionary. But the biggest benefit of the braid over the years has been the fact that you can cast twice as far with the same breaking strength line. That means you're going to catch more fish in more situations. We got that permit, you know, and then it was like, you know, we were like, well, let's see if we can catch a tarpon, you know, and we went to that one spot, we weren't even looking for tarpon. Right. We were looking for like snook or something. We had seen some snook and redfish in this one spot. We went over there, and we thought there might be some little tarpon, but sure enough, we get there, and immediately we saw those little guys right under the mangroves, and God, that water was so pretty. I mean, we had that brilliant
you
blue
made
sky.
mention of that was probably as clear as the western trout spring creeks I used to fish in, and I'll guarantee you it was every bit as clear. Coming out.
You're on the tree, dude. You're on the tree.
Look at that. Oh my God, look at that, look at that. Oh, oh my God. Did you see that?
That is incredible.
I couldn't move it anymore because I was going to pull it out of the water.
It was like fishing in a pond. I mean, we had, you know, we were able to see that school of fish under the mangroves, power pole down in a stop position. You know, we were, what, 10, 15 feet from the trees.
Right.
And those fish, you know, they weren't the brightest tarpon I've ever seen. They just kept milling around.
Right.
Now, they were hard to feed, though. We threw that
I'll tell you what, that's where that, you know, we go to that fluorocarbon. And in that high sun with the super clear water, I mean, I really think the fluorocarbon, using one of those small hooks, I think that really helped.
Remember what you downside the shrimp. That's
we
right.
Sure did.
Because we had 3 or 4 shots in there, and they came up and they looked at it and they followed it, but they wouldn't eat it. And then I saw you run back there. I'm gonna get a small shrimp, and then I was like, I'm gonna get a small.
That one fish was coming for you.
Get it.
Good job. Hello.
There he is.
Look what I got.
Look at this.
A tarpon. Woohoo!
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, yeah. That was so cool, oh boy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got a schoolmaster snapper that's all of 3 inches long.
Yeah, well, you just keep playing with him. I'm gonna get my tarpon for my slam today. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness, look at him go.
Very good.
That is so cool. It's so clear and so calm and so pretty. He's trying to get in those trees. Kind of hooked on him funny there, bud. You want to grab him for me?
Yeah. I'll grab him.
Now that was incredible. You know, downsizing that shrimp, that's what it took.
I'm gonna try with flying here before we go.
Okay. Yeah, you can throw this fly all you want, as long as I catch one first. Wow. Nice.
He looks just like a 200-pounder,
Except he's
minus
8.
200 pounds. But he still thinks he's a 200-pounder. Stop it. So kick 1 or 2 times. There's another one right there. Get another shrimp. Get another shrimp, and I'll let this guy go. Look how pretty he is, man. That's cool. So cool. Just let him go right here. Oh, look at that guy.
Make sure he's revived. That water's kind of warm there. Feeling good?
Look at that. Right back to his home.
That wasn't the biggest tarpon I ever caught, that's for sure, but I'll tell you, it was one of the most memorable. Not only did it, you know, was a part of the slam, but I mean, it was pretty. Oh, look at him coming to the boat. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh my God.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Finor, legendary tackle since 1933. The Florida Keys in Key West, come as you are. Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Motor Guide, never stop. By Sirius Marine Weather, satellite weather direct to your boat. And by Under Armour, King Sailfish Mounts, Staybill, Scott Fly Rods, and Plano.
You know, obviously the tarpon was a bonus. You knew you had to be there for the permit. And then the bonefish, man, capping it off. I mean, you know how it is. The slam is incredible because your adrenaline builds. That's what I love about it the most. You catch the one, and you know, that's great. You catch the second one, you're like, oh man, if now all I gotta do is catch another one.
Right.
And that adrenaline builds. And then when you go after that third species, and I was just like my customers, I was nervous, I was a wreck. You know, you saw me, just let me get one shot, man, just let me get a shot. And I was waiting and waiting, and then I was like, oh man, it's so perfect. The visit's so great, but you know what?
But the tide's
wrong.
low.
And I was like, oh, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And then finally, I saw that one. I was like, is that a cuda or is that a bonefish?
That's right. You thought it was a cuda.
Could be a cuda. I'm not sure. I want to go ahead and throw him like it's a bonefish.
Oh, that's bonefish. Or is that a cuda?
Cuda. I mean, even though I could see the body and the way he came up so fast, hit it off the top, and I was thinking that has to be a cuda. And then he just, you know, zzz, and then I was like, that could be a cuda. And then he went,
Are you sure?
I don't know. It might be a bone.
Dude.
I might have him.
Fish.
Oh my God, I got my slam. Come on, man, let's get on
this. No, you don't have your slam. Don't say that. You don't have any, you're not anywhere close
I'm
to
emphasizing the fact that go after him so he doesn't break me off. Oh my God, look at him go. Oh, look at that line. Oh, he's big, Tom. I've never been so nervous. I mean, it was just a bonefish, but I mean, because it was that capper of the slam, I mean, my heart would beat, you know, and he fought so hard. I mean, he's a pretty good size on it. He's like 7 pounds to me, but I think it's just because, you know, he was the capper, of course,
right.
And I kept thinking the hook's gonna pull, he's gonna break, something's gonna happen, you know, and he made all these runs around the boat, under the bow, around the boat. Oh, look at him coming to the boat, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh my God. And then when we finally got him to the boat, I talked to him to get that big net out. And
I was totally into that, man. I wanted to see that fish in the boat.
God, he's a feisty one.
I feel like we're in a turn.
Oh, I do.
I do too.
I never get so excited about a fish like that. Come on, baby, come on. Go. A little bit closer, a little bit closer. Uh-oh, don't go back there. Yes!
Yes, you didn't kill me. You didn't break my hand or throw me in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, that's even a kind of
I
a nice
just caught
one.
my slam!
Your first slam.
God, I've probably guided people to lots and lots and lots of slams. God, that's a nice bonefish to finish off with too, isn't he? Finally got that, and then got a nice picture of it and stuff. I mean, that was special.
That was no
man.
baby bonefish either.
Oh no, man, that was a quality slam.
That's one for the wall right there. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. You are a
Good
good
job.
guide. I'm glad
Thank
I
you.
went fishing with you today.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
You know, that's the way it goes, man. Sometimes it's your day. When it's your day, things like this can happen.
Oh,
Of course, you got to take advantage of all the opportunities. But
well, thanks, dude. That's a special day. I'll never forget it, man. I mean, it's one thing to just catch a couple of fish, but we caught the spiking up permit. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. That tarpon, I mean,
Right.
around the trees, so beautiful. And then this thing. This is the coolest day I've ever fished in my entire life.
I'm glad I could be a part of it. Look at that beautiful fish. Turn him sideways there. Look at him. Look at how that light just comes off of him like that. That's so cool.
All right, buddy, you ready? See you, bud.
Look at that. Look how camouflage.
Dude,
It's really,
can I
really
celebrate
hard.
now?
Yeah, but don't.
Can I celebrate
don't
now?
push me in the water. But you can do a backflip into the water.
I'll give you a hug, man.
That's awesome.
That was cool.
All right, dude.
Woo!
Can't do any better than that.